So we are getting ready to do some gardening. So I gotta change into some shorts. I'm gonna do that now. And then do sunscreen and then do my bands for my arms and that. Shirt is staying. I just need to change into shorts. I have found the bag of sunscreen. I'm just undoing my braid. Because in my opinion, my hair is better when I'm doing gardening work when it's in a pony, not in a braid. Just trying to make sure my elastic band, my ribbon is safe for the next time I use this ribbon. My hair is all nice and wavy. My shirt is tucked in, but we are on sunscreen, and the prior tea. Now this does not say whether it is for your face or your body, the Neutrogena one. I have the 55 and I have the 45. This is their new bottle. I bought this one first and then I bought this one. All I know is that my skin can't handle regular, but I believe this is pliable because it is 3.3 ounces. The maximum you can have is 3.4, which is a big bottle. I'm heading to Spain and France in the summer, so I'm going to take the 55 one and use the 45 one here. And then I really wish I could bring this, but they don't have a mini in the spray, but they have it as a mini, not as spray, but as cream, and I can use that on my body for Neutrogena. And then this is Bath & Body Works 50 SPF. I would say that's a nice one for, like, if you're going on, like, a little morning walk in the summer, just around your block. That's all that's good for. I'm going to use this on my arms because I have, like, things that are going on my arms, but they are not full coverage to the arm. And I just find that this is easier for me to apply to my arms than a spray. I find it's easier for legs to do spray and easier for arms to do cream. Although I'm also a dancer, so I have the flexibility to lean back and look and spray my legs. I just find it more comforting to just rub a cream on my arms, even if I'm wearing a shirt, I'm doing shoulders, because literally 2 years ago I turned into a red lobster on my shoulders. Like, here down looked so red, so I've had a long sleeve bathing suit, but I grew out of it. All I know is that I need to get another long sleeve one. I had one, and then I had one for like 5 years ago. No, when I was like 5, and I had it until I was like 10, so 5 years. Since I have to keep my shoulders covered. And also the cream's easy to use, to apply. And I don't have to worry about non-dominant hand, which I'm using right now. Like you see, I can apply it all over, evenly covered. And do I ever worry that I'm not covering all of my arm? No. Why? Because we have aloe vera. And I know the post-sunburn care that my skin needs. I've been sunburnt so many times. You can tell because I'm pale as heck. I am very pale. Okay? Just pale. Pale, pale, pale. Pale. I'm very pale. And I'm also going to use the same bottle on my face. And I'm going to get my next step done now. These are bands that you can put up on your arm when gardening. So if you're dealing like with pokey plants or bugs in your garden, if there are bugs nearby, you don't have to worry about getting poked. Like mosquitoes can't get my arm now. And we do have mosquitoes. Good. I deal with mosquitoes so often. It is not even a joke to me anymore. It's not. I don't even react when I get bit by a mosquito because how often I've been bit. But arms are all uncovered. And then I have my gardening gloves, which I'm going to wait to put on until I'm out there. But I'm going to do sunscreen first for my face. I just do one big glob on one finger because I have a very tiny face. So I find that the 2 fingers is too much. Although I will do like one big glob for the face, one big glob for the neck. But the 2 fingers method is like too much. This is like equivalent to like that much of my finger, but all the way down is like equivalent to that much. So I can't use 2 whole fingers for face and neck. It's just too much for my skin. But also I have very sensitive skin when it comes to the sun. Extremely sensitive. I have to wear sunscreen on my face in the winter because the light reflects off the snow and burns my skin. Oh, Aphmau just posted another one of her videos. It's a 100-day one. I love Aphmau's video. She's my favorite YouTuber. I'm just bringing this down the neck. To most people, this might give off white cast, but it's not even tinted. And then I use leftover bit on the back of the neck. But there, face, all of my sunscreen is done. And then I will take a break, come back in, and reapply. In this segment of video, you see what time I filmed it at. I just gotta get my shoes on, which are in my room. But basically, what I'm doing is I'm getting myself all on prepped for gardening season because I will be out of town during the sheer bulk of it. Like, quite literally, I will be in Spain and France during the second hottest part. During, like, almost the warmest part of the season. Like, literally the month before the warmest part of the season, which is when you are planting and all of that. So I will be out of town during planting. I'm gonna close our front door and lock it. But if you can imagine, I'll be out of town for the whole bulk of the first half of gardening season. So I need to have my garden prepped, pick out the flowers I want. Oh, my dad's in the garage. My mom, what I have to do would be show me images of possible options of planting and plant them for me. That's all my mom would have to do, unless I want to do it in May. Like right before I leave for my trip, but that is when the plants need the most amount of water. If you'll notice, I completely disappeared from the camera when I was doing the back of my mind. I was like, and looking. Gloves for any, if there are any poke plants, which some are sprouting. But you guys are going to be brought along on my gardening journey today, which is day 2 of the garden prep. Well, part 2. I'm not doing these all back-to-back days because some days I have dance. So yesterday I would have done one, but I was working on Clean My Room and dance because I had ballet and lyrical. Well, I had contemporary and ballet. Ooh, my sister's garden is a wreck. Mine's not that bad. There's a lot of dead from a lilac bush. We have squirrel burrows. Is it a lot of dead plants in here that I want to get rid of? I mean, you can see how sunny it is. If only I had a tripod I could film this on and like give you guys like a POV and all that. I have the old dead of a petunia in here, and the root does not want to come out. Okay, got it. Root of a petunia. Remove all the dirt from my hands, get the leaves, sticks, lots of dead stuff coming out. The dirt can't come out, but we can't put fresh dirt in. Because I have one plant that was a pre-annual that is blooming already. Which is how I can tell this season of gardening, which is only going to be my 4th year having my own garden, is going to be great. Because in the years prior, I had been taking care of my mom's window boxes in our front, and she would take care of the veggie garden. 4 years ago now, so 2021, no, 4 years, so 2022, I think, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2022, my mother had given me her tallest garden bed for a fairy garden. I just plant flowers and decorate it. I don't really call it what you want. I call it a decorated garden bed. Some people call it fairy garden. I'm just at that point where I'm like, call it what you want, but I call it a decorated garden. But basically, this is year 4 of me owning one, and I'm gonna be out of town for the highest peak when it's planting season. So I'm trying to get this. I was just standing in my garden bed. I'm trying to get it all ready to go for when gardening peak hits. I'm okay if I don't get all of it out because I know there's a bit of wood mixed in. A little mystery item I gotta clean off to see what it is. I have a lot of stuff mixed in. I have peanut shells from squirrels. Because we have idiots in my neighborhood, around my neighborhood, who like to feed squirrels. And they come back here to eat and trash my garden. In the process of doing that, I found a poke plant. Glad I have my gloves on. Because I have the anti-prick glove type. Which, mind you, poke plants are plants with little prongs on the ends of leaves and all that grow a yellow flower. They're very pokey, why they're called the poke plant. What I'm finding is a lot of broken pieces from my lavender bush. And I already have one plant that's coming back. The lavender bush needs, I don't know how to take care of it. My mom planted it, and it was the only pre-annual one. Annual means you have to keep buying it over and over and replanting. Pre-annual, buy it once, only have to water it. So I have a pre-annual plant in a garden bed. I want to get more pre-annuals because I bought one. I didn't even know it was pre-annual. I just bought it because it was blue. Another poke plant. God, you find them when you just ruffle up the soil. So happy I put sunscreen on. The spray sunscreen I used, SPF 70. Cream one that I used on arms and that was 45? Yeah, 45. 'Cause I want to bring my 50. Another mystery item that needs washing off so I can figure out what it is. Going in the mystery item pile right by you guys. So this video can be however long I am in here for section 1 of gardening. I'm just bringing you guys along for a gardening ride. So yeah, brought along for a gardening ride that you guys didn't sign up to be on. But this can give you guys, I can give you my tips if you guys live in Michigan about, found an item that fell in, we have leaves. We got leaves over here. But I'm not pro gardener yet. My mother is more on those lines. Another item I need to wash and see what it is. I can't tell. It's 3 mystery things that have been found in my garden. my mother's pro gardener. Because she's been doing gardening ever since my sister would say, a rock. Finding rocks in my garden. I'm about to pee my pants, but am I going to move? No. But I gotta replace the little cover for this guy, but I gotta pick off the dead flowers. It's basically growing new leaves, but the stems of the flowers have to be removed so new can grow. It's basically what you do for some plants. You just pick off the dead so then new can grow in its place for the next year. I'm just happy there are no bees because there's no flowers on this one. It is just pure dead. It was roasted alive. But our lilac tree and wisteria bush, or wisteria vine I should say, because of where we have it at, are my favorite bits. The lilac tree, it's my favorite plant is lilac. I want to see if there's any way I can, in my future home, I'm getting a lilac tree. Like my home, like house I will buy, I'm planting a lilac tree. And plenty of plants that attract wild little guys, like my wildflower mix, which plan is I want to get petunias. I'm trying to think of what my setup will be, then I can let my mother know. But I want to get the petunias I got last year, put them on the outside, like outermost inside corners of the bed. So I have daffodils that I want to fill in the back part, in between our neighbor's fence in my garden bed, or maybe on the sides of my garden bed. But all I know is I want daffodils surrounding it. Although we have some plants that my dad likes to weed whack that grow on the side and behind, and they're already starting to grow back. So I'm thinking my daffodils will go on the side closest to my sister's, and then I can have daffodils growing on the side and very right next to my garden bed behind it. My hope is that if I plant them as seeds and I water those, but the plants that grow there naturally just grow with rainwater, and we get rain quite a bit. But best time to plant those is May and June. So I might plant those before everything else, so then I can at least get my seeded plants growing, or at least get my seeded plants in the ground. Before I worry about anything else. But we can't put more dirt in because I have a lilac, I have a lavender bush, and a plant that is regrowing. Literally, it is so beautiful. It's pre-annual. I didn't even know it was. I got it because it was blue. Literally, the theme of my garden is blue. I've been out here for about almost 10 minutes gardening, and I'm not ready to go in yet, but I need a drink and I don't have a drink. I have tufts in here again. Are there bunnies getting in? No, my garden bed is too high, so then is it squirrel tufts? I have to ask my dad what kinds of tufts those are. And if he does not know, I will ask my mother. But they have been gardening. They do veggie gardens. My mom has 3 beds that are just for veggies that she does yearly. So basically during all of summer, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, we're set. We don't need to buy for all of the summer, which gives us about $30 more in this economy of money for other things like sunscreen, camping trips, all that. Maybe backup money for my dad's hobby that he loves, which is He's currently working on building a mini go-kart. One half of my garden I have touched. No, 1/4 of my garden I have taken care of. There's just one whole section of my garden that I can't do anything because it has a plant in it. There's 2 whole sections of my garden that I can't touch. It looks like our grapevine wants to come back, but it's struggling. But also it just got warm out enough to where stuff could grow back. But I have one plant that is pre-annual. I have a little solar lamp. Oh, I may have actually left this little. I have a solar lamp light. It has not been able to light it yet because I don't have it in the solar. I don't think the same as with my other one. Although I'm moving it to where the sun hits it a bit more. Oh, we have bricks that are moving. What about this little beauty? Yeah, this one's in the sun. My other one is not, so I'm thinking of flip-flopping. Because this one has... Oh, the statue is filling with water. So the statue has been watering my alive plants. I'm gonna move the one... Oh, this one's not supposed to fill with water, so I'm gonna move it right here. Maybe this. I don't know. I'm just moving it. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm moving the watering one over to where that baby was. So it gets a lot less sun. But these are solar powered. So I gotta keep these in the sun. But there we go. All on nice, all on beautiful. It's better. I might do some more work out here tomorrow if it is nice and warm. Day 1 of garden prep is finished. So, and my skin did not burn. Although most doctors might say that that's not enough time for skin to burn. For my pale skin, it is. I'm gonna just grab my... This is our wisteria bush. We have pods from the flowers that I get to drop. I'm gonna head in the house.
Back door.
Take my glasses off because they like to... My glasses have the ability to change into sunglasses in the sun. So I'm gonna chill, and I'm done with gardening for the day. Bye.